everyone, Suutamie here, your local community translator. So to start this video off, it's not related to the topic that this video will be focused on, but I just want to make a few notes about what's happening at the moment in the Pokemon community. So, as you're probably aware, there's a new leaker on the scene, and everything's just gone a little bit crazy. The leaker is dropping all kinds of different information, and he seems to be pretending to be Japanese. I personally strongly believe that he isn't Japanese. There's a lot of kind of like little mistakes and weird points in the Japanese language that he types in. And of course, a lot of people also are asking him questions in Japanese, mostly using Google Translate. So with all of that and adding in some people not translating the information correctly, there's basically a lot of mistranslation out there and a lot of misinformation out there. Unfortunately, during this time, I've been kind of busy in my personal life. There's a few things going on, so I haven't been able to focus on this as much as I'd like. But I'm trying my best to translate all of the information coming out, and I upload it all onto my Twitter. At the current moment, I have no plans to make a video going over any of these leaks from this particular leaker. So if you want to read accurate translations, please do check out my Twitter. They're all there. I'll post a link below. So anyway, let's get on to the topic of this actual video. Taking into consideration the recent leaks, as well as some previous theories and speculations of Sprigatito's final form being dark grass, and the idea of a necromancer, I've come up with a theory about what Sprigatito's final form will be. So with all of that being said, let's get into the video. With the theories and the thoughts that Sprigatito's final form will be dark grass, and the idea of it becoming like a necromancer, I thought maybe its tail will split and become two tails instead of one. If this was to happen, it would become a yokai from Japanese folklore called Nekomata. The name Nekomata has a somewhat shrouded meaning that people still debate to this day. But let's just have a look at the kanji. Neko means cat, and mata means once again, so a cat once again. In Japanese folklore and mythology, there are actually a few different cat spirits, creatures, and demons. As a collective, they are called Bakeneko, but the Nekomata is thought of as particularly frightening. The history of Nekomata in Japanese folklore is quite long. The entire history is too long for this quick video. If there is a demand, I'll try to do a more deep dive video when the time allows. But for now, let's look at the more recent and modern day stories and beliefs of Nekomata. Well, historically, Nekomata was said to be mainly mountain dwellers. It's said that the more modern Nekomatas at birth are normal domestic cats, who grew old and transformed into a yokai. Upon this transformation, their tail splits and they become a Nekomata. But it's said that only the oldest, smartest, and overall, most superior cats will become Nekomata, and the others will become, well, other Bakeneko. Considering the final evolution of Sprigatito could be seen as having grown old, the evolution into a Nekomata-inspired Pokemon would make sense in this situation. Upon becoming Nekomata, it's believed that these yokai can shapeshift into humans, walk on their hind legs, and even speak human languages. This would tie in well with all the information that we have, which points towards Sprigatito's final evolution becoming bipedal. While previously, as Sprigatito, it walked on all four legs like a normal cat. Nekomata are thought to be especially vicious and malicious. They have a strong hatred towards and look down upon humans. They will summon fireballs and even cause large disastrous fires, or various other unexplainable occurrences, just to kill humans. However, with Sprigatito obviously being a base grass type, this is the one hiccup in this theory, but they can just choose to completely ignore the fire aspect. Lastly, one of the most renowned powers of the Nekomata is the power of necromancy. Nekomata can control corpses like puppets with a flick of their paw, or a twitch of their tail. It's said that they will control corpses by performing ritualistic dances. One particular interesting line from the Yokai Wiki reads, "The older and more abused the cat is prior to its transformation, the more power the Nekomata is said to have. To gain revenge against those who wronged it, the spirit may haunt humans with visitations from their deceased relatives. Some tales state that these demons, like Bakeneko, assume human appearances, usually appearing as older women, behaving badly in public, and bringing gloom and malevolence wherever they travel. Due to these beliefs, sometimes kittens' tails were cut off, based on the assumption that if the tails could not fork, these cats could not become Nekomata. So, although this is just a theory, and not even a rock-solid theory, I think the idea of making Sprigatito's final evolution inspired by the Nekomata could fit in well with the rumored second typing of Dark. It sounds odd after such a horrid description that I've just finished, but Nekomatas are my favorite yokai, probably because it's the first that I ever really kind of looked into deeply. But I do like Bakeneko in general, since I'm a huge cat person. So a Nekomata inspired Pokemon would just be pretty cool, I think. And that's all we have for today. Thank you so much for watching this hopefully fun little speculation video. I hope it's been informative. If you're not already subscribed, please be sure to do so to get more content like this and content based around translations. And while you're at it, please do give this video a like and a share, and do drop a comment if you have something you would like to share on this topic. If you would like to find out more about Nekomata or Japanese yokai in general, I recommend checking out yokai.com and the Yokai Wiki. I will have links to both in the video description below. And with that, it's time to say, mata ne! Bye bye!